So you consider yourself a feminist, correct? So you said that you don't think women should work. Now, I'd like you to perhaps go into that, why you think that, what do you mean by that? But on the surface, it strikes me as something that's a bit antithetical to the aims and goals of feminism. So do you care to elaborate on you thinking women should not work?
That's a little bit, that's also like not very nuanced. It's more like women should obviously be able to work, but I don't think they should have to. I don't think it's like, I think it's on a personal level. I think that I shouldn't have to work and I don't want to work. But what the camera guy was saying about, I'm sorry. What the camera guy was saying about the definition, like I believe in that definition, but that doesn't mean that I don't think that like traditional values are bad. I just think everyone should be able to choose, and feminism is being able to choose to do that.
So feminism is the being able to have the choice of, as a woman, being able to work, but also not like,
well, that's
men don't, you do realize men don't have that choice? Like men don't have the option of like the fallback of, okay, I'm just going to find a wealthy woman to take care of me.
Right, and they shouldn't. They're providers.
They could?
Men are providers.
Do you think...
Like a radical feminist over here.
Well, then what do we get for all the providers?
It's insane.
I don't know what's so insane.
Huh?
Because we're talking about feminism.
Yeah.
And then you guys are saying things that aren't feminist at all. So that's just puzzling is all.
Well, I already explained what of my beliefs would be categorized as radical feminism. We already went through that. I don't know if you were present. I think you were waiting for your next like comedian joke to pull out.
No, I haven't been trying to be funny at all. I've been talking to you like grown-ups.
No, yeah, I know you're 80 and I'm like trying to like talk to you.
Okay, well that's a bit insulting to call him.
No. I haven't. Excuse me, he's 40?
Yeah, I'm 40.
40, your experience, like I went through it with radical feminism, like what.
So you don't want us to use your stupidity against you? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't.
Well, I mean, that's actually the position. The position would be, if you're calling him old and experienced, you're saying that he's just too smart for you and you can't hold a conversation with him. Is that what you're actually trying to say?
Yes, that has to be.
I didn't feel like I was being insulting. I was just talking.
I don't think you were being insulting either.
Oh, you don't feel like you were insulted, or you don't?
Oh, I don't feel like I was being insulting and
I don't think you were being insulted.
I'm curious.
He's like one of the most polite.
Curious what you think.
I know you guys are loving each other. I see it.
Wait,
I do
what?
find Brian to be great, but I was saying that I'm going to ask you questions on the things you guys ask. That's all.
1000%.
I don't want you to think I'm attacking you.
Yeah, but you're like 80.
Yeah,
right?
I know. I guess my age just came into it already.
Has Social Security kicked in?
By using your own worldview against them. That would be insane.
But that's not fair to like
it's a little mean.
References. I don't see how his age is kind of relevant here. And he looks like he's early 30s.
Doing pretty good for 40, I think.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy.
LA, very
because
like
he hasn't had any girlfriends.
It's
no kids.
That's what's kept you young.
Kids are one of the greatest things in the world, but they do age you like a president. My friend just had a kid, and he looks like shit. It's only been 2 years, and I was like, "What happened?" He goes, "Kids don't let me sleep." And I go,
"There you go."
But no, but besides the way I look or me being old, I was just suggesting that. He went around and said, who's a feminist and who's not? And he's asking follow-up questions about feminism, and I'm not hearing anything that's feminist. In fact, wildly conservative values. So in my mind, I said, this is insane because what I'm hearing doesn't fit into a category of what we're talking, is all I'm saying.
Well, we didn't get into where I would think that radical feminism would be like included in conversation. We can totally go down that route, but you're the moderator, and I'm
more curious in getting a better understanding of, I don't think women should work.
You were talking about how women have a fallback all the time, but men don't have a fallback. They're
Correct.
Forced to work. Women kind of need a fallback, because that's like why I think women should be able to work, but why I think they shouldn't have to is because if you're a woman and if you're married to someone, even if you're married forever, if that person hits you one day and they're providing for you, and then you have to get away from them, you don't have that providing anymore. You need to get away, and now what do you have? Nothing.
Well, when you say that women shouldn't have to work, right, you would agree that right now women don't have to work, right?
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Yes, you agree that women right now shouldn't or don't have to work. So what you're really doing is putting in the mandate that you would prefer that they have the option to work.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. I just wanted to clarify this. So your position is that your preference is that if women want to work, they should be able to.
Mm-hmm. Like I would say,
Okay.
like for my own lifestyle, like I would prefer something like what you're talking about. But I don't think that everyone else should be forced to do what I want to do.
I would prefer to just do whatever I want all the time and have another grown-up pay for all my things.
You get
we
it.
would all love that.
Yes.
That's
Agreed.
insane because like that's not real. I mean, some people have that luxury, but it's pretty tough.
I think
So well, here's the follow-up is, do you think anyone should have to work? Or just that
No.
women shouldn't have to work?
I don't think, I mean, ideally, like something like the way that we're working, like everyone's working like a 5-hour work week, and we've been doing that for so long, even though the development of
wish it was
technology
only
has
5
made it
hours.
so that the same amount of work that was done in a week like 200 years ago can now be done by like that with a robot. So we should all be hanging out, but it doesn't work like that. So I should get to hang out.
That doesn't really answer the question. That's your preference for what like your utopian society would be. But what I'm asking is, should anybody have to work, or should only women not have to work?
Well, someone has to work.
There
Not
it is.
me.
Yeah, as long as it's someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Yeah, that
Got
makes
it.
sense.
Did you have anything more on that, Andrew? Or
Yeah, so just kind of push in a little bit,
I
you
love
realize
this guy.
that basically what you're advocating for there is complete and total selfishness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
oh, she's honest.
Yeah, she's honest. I mean, I can't take it anywhere from there, right? I mean, you say, yes, I'm selfish, okay, I can at least deal with that.
All right, she's honest. That's
I mean,
good.
for instance, my brother, he
Yeah.
was telling me he is like very, very smart. He is like he has a really successful career. He's getting internships. He's a data scientist. He was like, I never want my wife to work. Like that feels wrong to me. Like I would never do that to her.
Okay.
You know? So it's like
Never do
if
that
anyone's
to
mad
her.
at me for
Okay.
not working, they just don't have to date me. But also, I'm kind of passionate about what I do, so I'll probably end up working if I like it.
Okay. It's just not really a feminist position. And feminism typically espouses gender equality.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a particularly strong feminist position to demand equality in the broader.
It's actually like kind of conservative.
Yeah.
Like the
It's
way that
tradcon.
Yeah.
It's super traditional. Like I want to be a stay at home, not have to work, and have a provider male.
I want that for me, but that doesn't have to be everyone. I think that everyone should get to choose their life.
Well, yeah, but
Sure.
I mean, everyone should choose their life.
I think
I just the sentence like women shouldn't have to work makes it sound like you're talking about women and not just you.
They
Is
shouldn't
all.
have to.
Oh.
They can if they
Shouldn't.
want.
So wait, women shouldn't have to work. So how, let's say a woman chooses to also not get involved romantically with a man,
Then she has to work.
then she has to work. Okay.
That's on her.
All right.
Like I don't know what's more feminist than people should be able to have all their rights, to have the right to do what they want to do, you know?
But
Like you can be equal and not be the same.